What is good, YouTube? This is your boy Aaron.
It's Brian. Salute.
And this is the Courtside View podcast. And today, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, hit the notification bell, follow the socials as well because we post up on social media. And let's continue. All right, let's go to the final topic. I want to talk about the Nuggets. I want to talk about who is the biggest threat to a Nuggets to a repeat, back-to-back champion. Because I say this because the Nuggets are just the clear favorite. There's not another team that I look to and I say, oh, yeah, they're like on their level. In your opinion, who can threaten the Nuggets?
See, I'm looking around the league, looking at the Western Conference specifically, and who I think will threaten the Nuggets the most. The injured list. Because I'm looking at these teams, I'm just not seeing it. I think there's a couple teams that could make it a little tough on them, like the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves would be like my number one, like solidified. Like they could give this series could go 7 possibly, but Karl Anthony Towns got hurt. And I know Ant-Man, he's really coming to his own. This is really his opportunity to really take that step into being the guy. And one of the best players in the league, but
he's still not there yet.
Jokic and them still, it's too much. It's too much. They got too much firepower. And I honestly like the way the Mavs match up with them, strictly because Kyrie and Luka and Derek Lively, when they played them the last time, Derek Lively he gave Jokic a little bit of trouble. But but I think Jamal Murray, he shot terrible. I think that game. So
yeah, up until the end, he was actually the fourth quarter he was fantastic.
Yeah, but he shot terrible the first 3. So it's still like I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't even the Celtics. I ain't nobody scared of the Celtics. Nuggets versus Celtics. It's probably Nuggets in 5 because I don't know. It's just too dominant, man. I'm looking at this team. I'm like, what can you really do?
Yeah, pretty much. I look at
like the Thunder. They're good.
Just inexperience.
They have no answer for Jokic. Chet Holmgren, he's just going to get murdered the whole game.
They're too small, bro. Not from like in terms of a size perspective, but in terms of like they don't got no muscle. Like Chet Holmgren, skinny dude, he gonna get bullied in the paint. It's gonna be ugly. I'll say this. So here's the thing. I was thinking you may mention the Celtics as the biggest threat, and if you did, I would have been like, well, I've seen them twice now lose to the Nuggets, and Jokic was having his way against Porzingis. Like he was bullying Porzingis, so it's obviously not Celtics. My answer is the Timberwolves. I think the Timberwolves give the Nuggets the best chance. I say this about the Timberwolves: they have the size, they have the perimeter defense, they have a guard that can beat Jamal Murray off the dribble, that can make it very difficult for the Nuggets perimeter defenders. So I believe it's the Timberwolves. My problem with the Timberwolves is that when the game gets tight, the game gets close, that's where things get very tricky for them. They're not
the greatest fourth quarter team.
They're not the great fourth quarter team. Anthony Edwards is still not there when it comes to closing games. That's why I wouldn't pick them in a 7-game series. But I do think they have the personnel to match up with the Nuggets. It's just about executing in the fourth quarter. And I don't think they'll be able to do that. I do like the Timberwolves. They played them really well. They beat them, albeit it was in November. It was like early November. The season just started. But they played them very well. They beat them. And then, obviously, like last week, I believe, or 2 weeks ago, they played them again. They didn't have. I don't even think they had Gobert.
Nope, he wasn't playing.
And they didn't have Cat. They almost beat them.
They lost by 3.
So, and Anthony Edwards had a really good game. He had like 30 points. Shot the ball.
50% shooting.
Pretty well. So, they have a puncher's chance. They really do. But I just think that the Nuggets, just their execution in the fourth, is just going to be too much for them. But I think I used to think it was the Clippers, but just seeing how the Clippers are now, they're old and
they will never trick you. The Clippers will never trick me.
Zubac is just not. He can't guard. He can't guard Jokic.
There's no answer for Jokic. Like it's crazy.
He can't guard Jokic, and that action from the Nuggets like that man is just ridiculous. That system is just unreal. I think the Timberwolves are the best bet to dethrone the Nuggets, and that's including the Celtics. I like the Timberwolves formula. It's just about the coaching, and it's the execution in the fourth quarter. And the reason why the Nuggets will beat the Timberwolves, they just have a higher basketball IQ from their two best players. And they're never rattled when the game is close. Like, if you're going to beat the Nuggets, you better be like Kyrie and the Mavericks and winning the buzzer off that crazy, like, left hook shot from the free throw line.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was one of the most insane
to even
game winners.
Like,
I saw that live. I was like, what? Off the
like
left hand?
NBA street stuff.
Literally. And he made the shot. I bet you can't even do that in 2K. Like, left shot.
You would have missed.
Off the
red
free throw line.
Contested red release.
Kyrie is remarkable. But yeah, the Timberwolves are just. I really like the Timberwolves. I really do. I think they're gonna make the Western Conference Finals.
Even without
Cass,
he'll be back.
He'll be back by the playoffs.
Okay,
he'll be back by the playoffs. I think they're gonna make the Western Conference Finals.
I hope they do. I would like to see a Nuggets and Timberwolves Western Conference.
I mean, I would love to see my Lakers there, but I don't think they're gonna do it. So if my Lakers get bounced out,
it's over for y'all.
If my Lakers get bounced out, I will be rooting for the Timberwolves. That's gonna be my next team because Ant-Man's my favorite player, and I would love to see them go up against all the top teams. I think the series goes to probably either 6 or 7. Another thing the Timberwolves have, they have a point guard that can initiate the offense. See, with Boston, they don't have a point guard like Mike Conley. They have Drew, but Drew's not that traditional style of point guard. He is a guy that will defend, play both ends of the floor. He can score a little bit, but he's not a guy that'll really get the offense, like trying to get an easy shot for Tatum and Brown and everything like that. It's more so one-on-one ball with Boston. And that's going to be their downfall, is that they play too much one-on-one ball. And the Nuggets, they look at that and like, okay, fine, keep playing that one-on-one ball. So, yeah, Timberwolves, I like Timberwolves. It's just if Ant can develop into a really good fourth quarter player, then it's going to get dangerous. But I just don't see it. They compare him to MJ, they compare him to Kobe, but he doesn't have that fourth quarter gene just yet. Somebody compared him to 98 Kobe. I see it.
Is it Kobe with the fro?
Kobe with the fro. I see it. I really do. It's just I think he's a little better than 98 Kobe. He just doesn't have that clutch gene yet. But yeah. Yeah, that'll do it for that topic. Is there anything else you want to discuss before we get out of here?
Man,
Play the song with your heart. Play the song with your heart.
Hey, one time, hey, throw your hands to the sky.